So I'm sitting in a room with leadership, and we're going over the previous year's financial performance, trying to decide what moves were bad and what course corrections would work best for the new year. Now, everyone knew this meeting was coming, and in preparation, I decided to bring a silver bullet. So the meeting starts, and most department heads started making excuses about how other departments played a role in their inefficiencies. I'm sure we can all attest to the defensive posturing that happens in meetings like this. So when the conversation came around to me, I said, according to our performance profile, a professional takes responsibility for seeing their task all the way to completion while doing the majority of their own work and, when needed, encourage others. So why did I state that? At the time, I believed that others were pointing fingers at or blaming other departments for their misses, but mine was good. But was it? Here's what I didn't realize about my action. Me stating that fact was my version of pointing the finger at everyone else. Where was my responsibility to being a professional? And as you can probably guess, we didn't really solve anything during that meeting. Now, why not? The challenge that we were facing as leaders and as independent individuals was not something we were actually ready to solve. And although we moved on from the blame game, something still captured our attention and stifled synergy. We did manage, though, to throw out some decent ideas. But were they the right ideas? And where were these nuclear explosive ideas last year? And most importantly, did we leave that meeting as a stronger company, ready to solve the current year issues before they manifested and caused personnel disruptions? Sadly, I have to answer no. But I left that meeting with a new desire because I wanted to operate differently. So I sought to educate others about what they had to do to be a real professional. And I, of course, studied and went to conferences that upped my knowledge in my field so that I was a good professional. And I wasn't making wrong moves, but I was missing something super important. You see, we are all taught that we have to have a career or a profession. But what we aren't taught is that there is a standard that classifies us as professionals. And there are basically two classes: exceptional professionals and just professionals. Both classes get educated and attend conferences, but exceptional professionals find ways to move the needle or cause nuclear ideas and then great execution for their personal benefit and for their company's benefit. And I wanted that to be exceptional so that I too could be an exceptional professional. So here's what I know. People fit into nice observable positions when grouped. And when looking at the general workforce, there's a suitable principle that can be applied to what happens in the workplace among professionals. Most of us know of the Pareto principle, but normally not by name. Generally speaking, Pareto stated that 80% of the work, revenue, or meaningful ideas are generated by 20% of all professionals, whether they know it or not, thus making that 20% exceptional. The question could be asked, what was I missing, or how could I be part of that 20%? Both are the wrong question. The right question is what conditions need to be met or created to make me prepared to be exceptional when opportunities or problems arise. And yes, if there are conditions, then we can be conditioned. If we can be conditioned, then there's a science to being an exceptional professional, and if there's a science to it, then there must be a framework, or at least there should be. We work hard because we believe that we possess potential, and we invest in that potential by going to school, trainings, conventions, and even vacations to keep nurturing that potential. But that potential is stored up here in the brain. And I'm here to tell you today that potential is widely untapped, more than you know. You see, our cognitive skills are underdeveloped, and the symptoms show up as attention issues, memory lapses, interpersonal conflicts, frequent errors, time mismanagement, stress, and the list goes on. All masked by your personality, by the way. But these things will keep you from reaching that potential, holding you back from being an exceptional professional. You and your potential don't have to be a prisoner of your brain. So I'm going to make the assumption that you are here for one or two things, or maybe both. You have witnessed of yourself one or some of those symptoms, or you believe in human improvement and you want to excel in every way that you can. The good news is that you are at the right place. We have a framework to create exceptional professionals. Don't let your brain use you, You use it. You will unleash your potential and apply it.